Rollins Tennessee Whiskey. That's borderline racist, but it is Rollins, it is from Tennessee, and it is whiskey, and I will be tasting it for you in just a few moments. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my name is John de Conceição. Most of my friends call me JDC, and I drink whiskey. And today I will be drinking Rollins Tennessee Whiskey. Very interesting, this one. It's my first non-Scotch. It's my first American whiskey. Give it up, yo. Yeah, okay, that's enough. What is there to say? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what we're dealing with. Let's unfurl the beast. Rollins Tennessee Whiskey, sour mash. Standard. Very standard with 40% ABV, 40% alcohol. Let's see. Rollins Tennessee Whiskey is a southern sippin' whiskey like no other. Made in the heart of Tennessee, Rollins uses only local ingredients and is aged in new American white oak barrels. Rollins displays aromas of vanilla and caramel with flavors of cinnamon and malt. It's a NAS, there's no age statement. What does that mean? Well, this is an American whiskey. In America, the rules are slightly different. To qualify as a bourbon or a Tennessee whiskey, it needs to at least have been matured for 2 years. I have seen some whisperings on the internet that say this might be matured slightly longer. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. But at least 2 years, you would say. Tennessee whiskey. You might be asking, or will after I raise the question, what's the difference between a Tennessee whiskey and a bourbon? Are they not the same thing? I don't know. I think they are mostly identical. The requirements for the two in terms of legal regulation are quite similar. The difference with Tennessee whiskey is obviously to say Tennessee whiskey on it, it has to have been made in the state of Tennessee. And to be a Tennessee whiskey, I think it also must go through what is called the Lincoln County process. What is the Lincoln County process? It's basically the whiskey prior to maturation is filtered through chips of charcoaled sugar maple. Another mystery. It's a mystery bottle, this. It's a mystery. The mystery bottle is, I was trying to find out who made it. Obviously, it says here, distilled by Tennessee Distilling Company. This seems to be the only product they make that I can find. And it says here, produced for Pinnacle Drinks. Pinnacle Drinks is an Australian concern. It's kind of like the drinks arm of Woolworths, one of our big supermarket chains. But I think, from what I've been able to glean, that Tennessee Distilling Limited is its own concern, and Pinnacle Drinks have just approached them and said, "Hey, can you give us something to sell in our stores?" And they've come up with this Rollins Tennessee Whiskey. It has won a number of awards. And so I am very curious to see how she tastes. It's my first Tennessee whiskey! Not ever, but on this channel. Let's have a look-see. I will be tasting, as you can see, it's taking me a bit longer to open this up. I'm tasting this blind. I've not had this before, so it might take me a bit more time to open her up. A port. The cork has a port. Sweet port smell. That's a very dark sort of colour. It's still amberish. It hasn't quite gone into being a sort of a mahogany colour yet, but It's time for my favorite part of the whole process. That's a very spicy, but I like winter spices. You know, cinnamon, nutmeg, it's quite a sting to the nostrils. It's now smoothing out as I grow used to it. A toffee smell. Got quite a good nose. Quite impressed. Yamas. Bit of oakiness. Some sweetness. There's a good balance. Its nose is reflected in its taste. There is that taste of winter spices, that mix of nutmeg, cinnamon. There is just a little bit of alcoholic harshness still in there. But it's not too bad. I mean, it's not overwhelming. You can tolerate it. It's a relatively short finish, and as I said before, you've got a little bit of that alcohol note that's in there. It's a little bit harsh, but not too much, and a bit oaky, and kind of a little bit of bitterness. Oaky bitterness, not the bitterness of used and reused casks, but because they don't in the States, it's always new casks. So it's the bitterness from the oak. Look, I think that's not bad. I hope that that we'll eventually start seeing some more Rollins products on the market. But look, yeah, not bad actually. Quite nice. There is that little bit of harshness at the end and a little bit of that alcoholic taste, but pleasant all the same. Well, if you have tried this whiskey, do let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, have a look at some of my other videos. To those of you who subscribed already, thank you so much. Very much appreciate it. And looking forward to tasting another whiskey with you salty dogs very, very soon.